It's a more standard 3-2 pistol out of Imperial. So as they lob this util in, the one kind of vulnerability was the apartments, but this is where you're hoping that a crunch into top mid can find you a way back in. Fur with a double, and now having a hold on all along. EliGE tries to fight him, but Fur's in with a third. Still, you can't put a stop to this guy. Bolts is now wrapping the library as well. Hasn't had a chance to play into the round yet, but his time is coming. Fur up through the short side, smoke in his hands as well. That's big. That can lock Shox off, right? There's this little crossfire being held right now. Might never even come into fruition as they get the spot. Smoke goes in, and luckily enough, both Shox and Nitro worried, man. I was nervous, but Liquid are able to hold on.
Yeah, they almost got ahead of themselves, right? When Liquid got the double pick, they were like, oh yeah, we've got A, man. I'm gonna run it, and that's when Fur pops up with a double in mid. How the hell did EliGE get up on Robs? Did he get boosted, or did he make the solo jump?
No, he made the jump.
Very quickly indeed as well, to make that solo jump. Very
entirely. Instead, he's boosted right now up on top of the half wall. Bolts is trying to reel them in. Flash over. Bolts is good for one, and Fur doesn't risk overextending. He knows that just by playing the numbers game here, Imperial are right where they want to be. He's going to fall back into the B site, offer up a bit of resistance on this push. He got 3 in the pistol. He's able to do that again. Finds Imperial around. Tucked in. The molly hasn't burnt him out entirely, and so now he drops the bomb on the cross. Nafly is dead as he's run down by Vinny, and so the response is now. Does mean Bolts cannot get caught here, and if he does, you're in for a big bit of trouble. EliGE can't back out, and he will get ran down. The rest of Liquid starting to group for the B hit. However, Fur has maneuvered his way back over. They didn't hear or see anything at this A site that led them to believe was the play in question. Fur's blinded, but still able to hold the line. It didn't feel like he had any right to get a double there, but he does, and Bolts is able to help him out. Fur's even here to back him up, man. This little, like, firing squad of these two down over towards this banana area has just been so punishing already. You know, still early days, don't get me wrong. This is just an eco that they're brushing aside. It was meant to be clean, and it is. But I think Liquid are going to have it. He's going to be in this first rifle round.
EliGE is really praying for a kill, but they ain't going to give it to him. The burst does some nice damage, but went. And even then they had that read with the 4-man A stack. You know, that was quite a read on the pistol, by the way, because they had no kit in that round, and they were 4 on A. So that goes B. It's just instantly decided. 3-1. And here's that first buy for Liquid, even then.
Early 2-man setup. Now they get out top mid, but their 3rd man's already here, right? Fallen's already back over. Even though he's been smoked off at library, able to get the info, still takes one to the dome, doesn't he? Shox out through the apartments, good for a kill. Vinny down in the pit, can't get anything done, and he will get overwhelmed. So that's the round right there. 3 kills come in very, very quickly. And Imperial kind of blindsided by the pace, by the press. Trickle of util that comes out over towards the A site. There might be a long smoke, there might be mollies on shore, but they've not moved a muscle. They're still triple set inside of B. Fallen catches the first man crossing. The alarm bells are already going off. Why is Fallen here, Liquid is saying? And they were never ready for Fur, who's boosted up and over. They've seen Bolts, and he can't find the timing. It does start to get a little bit weird now. Nafly plugging in those numbers, nothing behind. Shox, it's a lot of damage, but not the kill. Half the time ticked off this bomb already. Imperial now running into the site, and they will deal with Shox. It's another brilliant round out of Fur. 11-1 currently. It's a done deal. There's 15 seconds, and he started to scout out Arch. He needs to go. He needs to make some space in towards this site. And with the bomb now loose, there's no win in this round for Liquid. No matter how many kills they get, they cannot win it. And they were never ready for Fur, who once again is set up to bring up Fur to just rotate over, to just be that 4th man. Bolts will actually be the one to pull the trigger on the rotate first. The rest of Liquid are now moving in, and the Tech-9s do find a double opener. Fallen's trapped on the other side of this Moto smoke, so they get the A kills. Even though Imperial had the read and were pulling bodies over, they still needed to win those first couple of fights. And that's going to seal the deal on the round. Liquid, they shouldn't have won.
They're looking for Naf, who's coming in from the apps boost. He's going to walk right in, freebie kill. There's even anti-flash players. Triple porch setup. See ya, says Vinny. FNX hits a headshot, blinded and falling off the top. Somehow puts up 3 in an instant for Imperial, leaving Shox and Nitro in what should be an undoable duel.
In top middle to try and do damage. Both players down bottom. Banana just holding this angle. Nitro's dead as he walks the cross back. And Fur, they're grouping for another one of these B hits, but man, like as has often been the case, Imperial, you know, just kind of one step ahead. And I don't even think you need Fallen here to get the site locked in. Being real, he's just like a nice little bonus to have. Smoked up in CT, the AWP's nothing more than like a scary noise, but the
Util runs out in middle, they just give it up. They go back into another safe setup. They force Liquid to either go into this, you know, unstoppable B force or explode into the A stack. Fallen will fall to OC. He wins his AWP battle, and they almost committed into bolts, but he hears the rotate out, and he can flank this A commit.
Yeah, he now knows, right? These A guys are going to be nice. They're going to be ready. They're going to be switched on. They know the play's coming in, and he's taking a safe rotation. This means these guys in A have got to hold the line. Vinny having a very quiet game right now. Him and FNX need to hold on, need to buy time for bolts to move in, and they will get a kill apiece. The bomb now moving in through the apartments. Oh, OC up on the short side as well. He's flashed off the angle with Naf dead. This AWP has got a combat AWP, and it's a nice shot for the first, but he's traded and dumps in towards A, although they might try to B-wrap. Yes, with the smoke down, they try to bypass the library AWP. However, Fur's already here. Only one kill. Nitro's going to tap him out. So Bolt, you're the guy now responsible for B, and you've got to do it alone. Takes this long-range fight and lines up a double. That's the bomb cut loose. Bolts has already done enough. Anything else is just icing on the cake at this point. With the bomb out in an island, out on CT alone. You'd like to think that Bolts has pretty much safeguarded this round. The insurance policy here might have gotten dinked on that swing, but he's just wasting time. He's not overextending. They've had to take a hell of a lot of time off the clock to go and deal with him. And now the rest of Imperial can just play around this bomb. If they can stay alive for 20 seconds and not allow this bomb to get retrieved, they win the round.
How do you get back in here? Fallen double scoped on close. They peek him over the top of the pool. Shox gets 2. Nat follows up, and with
into this A site, right? Try break it apart again. Fallen flash, they are up and past that molly, but he didn't shoot. If he did, that could have been everything. Vinny, that was the chance, but he's only good for one. FNX can't fill the void. And so Liquid, they run down this A site. They come in with another round, now starting to piece.
One is not enough when you get run down like that. Liquid, I love the pace change. It's exactly what they needed to catch Imperial by surprise. And suddenly we're looking at what could be a 7-round half by the end of things. Savers again, big for Imperial. When we've had quick A plays, you know, Fur and Bolt, so they do want to lean that way. They will as well here. 4 in position. Fallen missed shot, look dead on. Dead to Nitro instead. It's Fur committed to the long side, low on ammo. He still finds a second headshot. The reload is where he goes down. Still a 3-on-2. Liquid double back to get that bomb, but they can take either side. It's going to be weak. It's going to be one man, and they'd rather fight Vinny.
Tension divided. They've got good positions to try trade this, though. Bolts, as he swings out, hasn't checked the graveyard, has gotten himself deep, but his success kind of sails him down the river, right? He never knew about Shox in grave.
A lot to util for Imperial, and a bit of a B stack for Liquid, lining up flashes to fight, but they don't have time to set him up and throw him in. Naf just has to fight for his life. They're running at him. That bomb committed, by the way. Double util down on the sandbags. Naf is still going to live and re-swing back in for more. He wants to fight for the round, and he fights for the ace. All 5 from Naf. So many shots.
It's just kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Like, also, of course, you're getting like wrecked, peppered by flashbangs the whole time. There's everyone else trying to help out as well, but Naf is just the guy to soak up all.
And even if Imperial want to clear this, doing so with just 1 P250 should be a mauling. Naf swinging wide though, and even though he drops the bomb, this is getting a bit awkward. That Dink is misleading. 4 damage. The nade will slow Nitro down. He needs to run away. They are trying to gun him down with this MP9, retrieved and picked up by Vinny, who will get that kill. EliGE with no smoke. It's an open shooting ground, and he luckily keeps the round intact. Stuck into your setup, stuck in your ways. 4 here on a crossfire. Shox anti-flash is going to hear the util coming. USP and a 5-7 spanning away, but it was never going to be pretty. However, that one is a mincing from Imperial. 5-on-2, and nothing can go wrong. Just got to convert. Who mollies graveyard? Come on.
Dude,
not even the pits, just graveyard. They know.
It's really nice, isn't it? Nitro here all alone, man. But what are you going to do? 5-7 in a dream. He's got the berries, got the cherries, but doesn't have the balls. There's the first. Rust from long. Fallen will get rid of him. EliGE with a crossfire between graveyard inside of the site. They go. FNX first man down. Shocks. Wonderful round out of him. And OC Zorp will complete it here if you're OC, but he will just get back into the safety of Long. In with another peek. Can't quite connect. Moto smokes in, and he's found through it. Shocks is going to do it all alone. Dropping the bomb. Dropping the right man can do it, but the bomb gets past. A 2v2. Vinny with the plant, and Imperial are not out of this one yet.
Oh, almost a smoke spam for EliGE. He's down low. He's got to go right through it as well. It started to fade. Vinny in the open hits the headshot, and Naf in a 1v2. He has been the guy we can rely on, but this is going to be quick target picking, and he can't find a head.
Going to be a problem with him not a library or arch, so still throwing the Moto smoke, even though those other areas were smoked off, right? Just trying to restrict his movement. Mid-push, going to get churned up by Fur. Don't know about the second man. Nitro gets away with it. It's a brawl in middle. The gloves are off. It's bare knuckle here. And Bolts, he's winning every single fight. He tips the scales back in favor of Imperial.
Sweating the entire way. I mean, look at them out-rotating themselves in that round. If they walk B, they are dead. Out they go, 2 pistols gone. Naf trades. It was all part of the setup. They wanted Naf to trade, but 2 for 1 is great for Imperial.
He's going to have to go through, and going through while it's being held. He will manage to slip the net initially. That spam was at the end of the game, and now EliGE is caught by Fallen, who fast
ramped up the pace. They ran through the mid-smoke, and they wrapped Long on a really quick arch play and triple entry and won the round. Imperial do that, but they one-up it, Harry. They don't even flash. They just walk out of balcony. Liquid were not expecting such disrespect. They have been pinched out of this round, and they may save nothing. Naf trying his best to keep this gun, but they've gone through the Molotov, and 15 rounds found. Liquid just got to hold on, clinging to this map with 3 kills away. Imperial run them down. The tags will do nothing. Naf finishes Fur. FNX and Fallen still tagged up, but he is all that stands. Good grenade through the smoke. Maybe he'll have to go with a flash over the top. Imperial have already evacuated and evaporated back to that.
He's looking for solutions, but all he's seeing are more problems as he probes deeper in. It's damage to Bolts, but at this point you need kills. And quite simply, there just isn't time. Imperial gonna lock this one in over Liquid. Fur with an incredible performance. Bolts up there alongside him. It all started to come together in that second half. Fallen with the calls was on fire.